Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon. This is week 4 of various bets for the NFL. It's not going good right now, guys. Let me see here. What's our total here? We've lost 21 bucks so far. I think we're putting too much on the fins. We're betting too much with emotion. So it's time to change things up here. We got to fucking scrape a profit out by the end of the season and actually win big here. So um, rather than starting to double down on the fins or double down on money lines or this or that, we're just going to play smart. We're going to get out of the hole that I've dug myself into, and then we're going to take it from there. So we're just going to go through each of the games, do our money line like we usually do. Some games obviously aren't even going to be worth it, so we're not even going to put money on those. We're not even going to risk. And then at the end, blowout games we'll do a parlay for, and then we'll do a parlay for every single game. So if we hit good. Bengals Jaguars Thursday night game. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. The chemistry is starting to look pretty sexy out there. Obviously, the 7.5 point spread. If I put 5 down, I get $1.47. Pretty easy. I just think the Jacksonville offense and defense is a bit clusterfucked right now, probably because of the leadership of Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence. They're starting to realize this isn't college anymore, and everything's just not a fucking free for all. And you're not Clemson, you're the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're at the bottom of the fucking totem pole in this league. So I'll put 5 down on the Bengals. I don't like to do that because I fucking hate the Bengals, but it's what has to be done. Carolina Panthers, Dallas Cowboys, Sunday, 1:00 game. This is going to be a fucking close game. This could go either way, but I've been seeing rumblings of Christian McCaffrey dealing with I believe a hamstring or a knee injury or some shit like that. Dallas shit pumped the Philadelphia Eagles last week, so I gotta ride out with the boys until they prove me otherwise. Carolina, I believe, is 3-0, so this will be a touch on their record, but I'm gonna go with the boys. I'll put 5 down on the boys. Actually, let's see. It's just too close to call, so I'll put 5 down on the boys. They shouldn't disappoint me with that game. Cleveland Browns, Minnesota Vikings. This is another game that could go either way. Minnesota picked up some steam. They beat the Seattle Seahawks last week. Solid team. Cleveland Browns dealing with Jarvis Landry's injury. Odell just came back, so they're not really putting the fire to Odell just yet. He had a couple catches last week, but obviously the run game is fucking lethal with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. And yeah, their defense is still pretty solid. So I'm going to have to ride out with the Browns again this week. Let's put 5 on them. Decent return. That leads us to the Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears really shouldn't disappoint me here, especially with Justin Fields in, but Justin Fields also took a big L last week, and Detroit is slowly picking up steam. I'm taking the Detroit Lions to beat the Chicago Bears this week. I'm going to put 5 down. Yeah, I don't need to risk too much on this. This game could go either way too. And fuck, Detroit's so fucking bad, man. Double my money, good enough for me. And yeah, I just think that Justin Fields is going to need a couple more weeks to get brought up to NFL speed. So Texans, Buffalo Bills, 16.5 point spread. Not even going to bother betting on this game. Not even going to bother. Because if I were to even put, I would have to put 1,300 down to win $100. I'm taking 38 cents. So fuck the 38 cents in my opinion. Now the Miami Dolphins, Indianapolis Colts. The offense for the Miami Dolphins is slowly looking more impressive. Jacoby Brissett had a pressure situation against the Raiders in the fourth quarter and seemed to bring the boys into overtime just on his own shoulders. Still, he needs to get everyone on the same page. And the defense is completely fine. It's just our offense is still a big question mark. And a lot of that is due to the offensive line and the quarterback not having enough time. Also, some of the play calls. Again, why are you throwing a screen pass in your own end zone? But I'm going to shorten the stick with the Dolphins pick. I think they're going to beat the Indianapolis Colts. They shouldn't have an issue beating them. I'm going to only put 10 down. That's cutting my bet in half. It's cutting my risk in half. Just a smart play to do. Kansas City Chiefs go and visit the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to see, because there's a lot of 7.5 point spreads, just $1.47 on the return. I would have to put, even to make $10, it's just these are just shitty bets to make, man. Just scraping up $1.47, I guess. Like, Kansas needs a redemption game here. I believe they're 1-2 right now, and what perfect way to do that than against the Eagles. Saints are at home playing against the Giants. Giants haven't picked up any steam this year. I got to roll with the gold here. I'll put 5 down on them just to take some money. We just got to start stockpiling. New York Jets are at home against the Tennessee Titans. Jets offense looks absolutely fucking terrible under the leadership of Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson looks like a fucking deer caught in headlights out there. I'm going to put 5 down. Okay. They're even moving the money line even more. That's fine. I accept the change. $1.31 return. Fuck it. Add more money to the bank. Now this game's going to be close. Washington football team, Atlanta Falcons. Basically Matt Ryan versus the Washington football team's defense. Defense wins championships, in my opinion. Defense wins games. I got to roll out with Washington here. I'm going to put 5 down on them. Not too bad of a return. They're also favorites as well. Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams. Rams just beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last week. I don't think they should have much of an issue against Arizona. My heart is telling me to go with Arizona, but my mind is telling me to go with the Rams since they're still undefeated this season. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 5 down on the Rams, and we're just going to make smart bets this week, fellas and ladies, if you're watching. Seattle Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers. 49ers lost a nail biter against the Green Bay Packers. I personally think even with the blemish of week 1 on the Packers, I think the Packers are still a better team than the Seattle Seahawks. It's a divisional game as well. 2 divisional games back-to-back for that NFC West division. I'm going to go with San Fran on this one. As much as it pains me, I'm not a big San Fran guy. I don't like Jimmy G whatsoever, but I'll put actually no, we're gonna switch this up. Fuck San Francisco. We're gonna put 5 on Russ. We'll put 5 on Russ, and hopefully he doesn't disappoint us. This is gonna be our nail biter game of the week, so that game could go either way. I'm just gonna go with the underdog on that one. I think Russ can crawl back and get a win against San Fran. Baltimore Ravens playing Denver Broncos. This is another close game. Denver's doing very well, a little over expectation in my opinion, especially with Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback. He's looking pretty good out there. I'm not hating. Defense is solid as well, but I just like Lamar Jackson in the situation, even though he's playing a mile high. Hopefully he's running a mile high. I'm going to put 5 on the Ravens to beat the Broncos. Again, this game could go either way. I could see Broncos taking this as well. Pittsburgh Steelers against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. Pittsburgh Steelers offense, bit of a question mark. A lot of it's to do with the offensive line, injuries. Ben Roethlisberger. Defense has some injuries as well. Green Bay is starting to get momentum after that shit pump of a loss against the Detroit week 1. Not the Detroit Lions, but week 1 against the Saints. But I'm going to take the Pack in this one. I'll put 5 down on them. Should be, not going to say easy money, but I think we'll earn it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New England Patriots, the return of Tom Brady to Foxborough. If this guy doesn't win this fucking game, this guy's head needs to get rearranged. That's a little rhyme for you. Especially they need a redemption game against they need a redemption game, especially with the loss to the Rams last week. That game was a tough game. Not really hating on them for losing that. It was a 10-point game. But Tom needs to put his fucking foot down, put his foot on some necks, and make a statement against Bill Belichick and the Patriots organization. So I'll put 10 on the Bucs. Really, that bet shouldn't be made, but fuck it. Raiders, Chargers. Derek Carr's looking good, man. Derek Carr's looking good. Josh Jacobs, I'm assuming, should be back for this game. He was out last week. Run game kind of took a bit of a hit, especially against the Dolphins, who I love the Dolphins, but our run defense isn't the greatest. But we plugged up, and we plugged up when we needed to on third down, especially. So I'm gonna take the Raiders on this. I think they utilized Aaron Waller a bit more this week. They just have more weapons. Defense had a couple injuries late in the Dolphins game, but I don't think they're serious injuries. Trayvon Moehrig, I believe, went out, but he should be back this week, hopefully. But I'm going to put 5 down on the Raiders to take this one against the Chargers at home. So for the money line bets, we got the Bengals, we got the Cowboys, we got the Cleveland Browns, the Detroit Lions, the Miami Dolphins, the Kansas City Chiefs, the New Orleans Saints, Tennessee Titans, Washington Football Team, LA Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now it's time to we'll do our big spread money bet right now, or I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying today. Sorry, guys. Our big spread parlay, only for the fucking supposed blowout games or games that are going to be a little more stretched out than the other ones. Pause. But we'll go Bengals. Bills we'll throw in there as a security game. Chiefs. Saints. Titans. I'll even throw Green Bay. And I'll throw Tampa in. 7 games. I accept your changes. Whatever the fuck. And we'll put 5 down on that. And that'll return 25. If it hits. I was 1 game off the big spread parlay last week. I think I only had 1 game that decided it to be a loss. So that kind of sucked. But we're going to get back on track this week. And then now we're going to do I believe it's fucking 16. Let's see. 4, 8, 12. The 16 game parlay with all of our picks. Boom. Boom. I don't need to slip right this second. Boom. I'm gonna pick the Bears in this parlay. I'll just switch it up. Chiefs, Saints, Titans, football team, Rams, Seahawks, Ravens, Packers, Tampa, Raiders. We're going to go down to the bottom here. And if that hits, it'll return 1,100, which would be pretty fucking cute and sexy. And that would get us back on track. But to have all 16 of these games hit, that's a bit of a stretch. It's just kind of a long shot that we're just going to do for fun. Because if we hit, boy, are you going to hear about it in the next episode. But this has been my week 4 bets. Got some money line, got some parlay going on. I think next week, after we recover a bit of our loss, we can start getting into props and start trying to turn a profit. We won't put too much money down on props to begin with. We'll warm up to it a little bit, but the point of this is to get back on track. We're at like a $21 loss right now, so we're just going to try and play smart the next couple of weeks. Just hit on our money lines, hit on the underdog games that we bet on, maybe hit the stretched out parlays with these 7-point spread games, the games that aren't supposed to be that close, not as close as the nail biters. We're going to try and hit on one of those and recoup some of our money and hopefully even fucking hit the 16, hit the lotto. But expectation isn't there for the lotto, but as long as we climb back and get maybe a $15 gain this week, get back on track, I'll start doing prop bets. So let me know in the comments below. Obviously a bit of a loss, starting to look a little embarrassing out there, but we can't fucking give up. Money's on the line. It's the point of gambling. Like, are we gonna just quit, or are we gonna fucking climb back, play smart, and get our money back, and then go for the gain? So let me know in the comments below what you think of the bets. Did I make some good decisions? Did I make some bad decisions? When do you think I should introduce some prop bets? Maybe some receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, passing yards, etc., etc. Let me know all in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in every week to my betting videos, and tune in tomorrow because it's another episode of Zooming with the Boys where we're going to go over the week 3 games and give our predictions for week 4. So you're not going to want to miss that.